Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. You're watching my YouTube channel BCP Synergy. This is part number 2 for lecture number 2. In last lecture we have discussed cell theory, 4 scientists which have played their vital role in the formulation of cell theory, and then 3 principles of cell theory, and finally the validation of cell theory. In this part of lecture number 2, we will discuss the exceptions of cell theory. So there are some of the things that are exception to cell theory. They do not follow cell theory. What are they? Number 1, viruses. Viruses are not made of cell. They lack cellular structure. Viruses basically lie on the boundary line between the living things and non-living things. Why? Because they have some living characteristics and some non-living characteristics. Viruses are alive only inside host cell, and they are dead outside the host cell. It means that they cannot reproduce independently, but they require a host cell to replicate themselves. And this is exception to the idea that living things are composed of cells. But viruses are not composed of cells, right? Second is viroids. Viroids lack cellular structure. They exist and spread without being cellular, like viruses. So they lack the cellular structures. And it is also exception to the idea that living things are composed of cells. They are small RNA molecules. They lack nucleus, mitochondria, ribosome and other cellular components. And if they are lacking such cell components, then how they will perform the functions these organelles are responsible for? They rely entirely on the host cellular machinery. As they do not produce protein, they rely entirely on the host cell for replication. Viroid is the small RNA molecule. It do not have its own protein, right? Then how it's gonna replicate and spread? So it rely on the host cell for replication. It uses the protein of host cell and then it replicates itself. So it means that it cannot replicate itself. Prions, they also lack the cellular structure. They exist and spread without being cellular, just like viruses and viroids. So prions are misfolded pure protein. They are the pure form of protein because they do not have RNA or DNA, that are the nucleic acids, but they are misfolded protein. What does it mean? It means that they do not have their exact three-dimensional shape. And due to this reason, they also cause diseases. They lack a nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria and other cellular structures. Again, they have a lot of cellular structures absent in themselves. They do not have nucleic acid, RNA or DNA, and spread by inducing other proteins to misfold. Okay, so viruses have either DNA or RNA. Then viroids have RNA because they are RNA molecules themselves, right? But prions even do not have one of them, not even DNA or RNA. So how it is gonna spread? Because it do not have genetic material, so it's spread by inducing other proteins to misfold, and this is how it increases its quantity and its spread. Then RBCs. RBCs cannot divide to form new cells. RBCs are most of the cells that are in our blood, right? Then how we can say that RBCs cannot divide to form new cells and thus they are exception to the cell theory? So they are literally the exception to cell theory. But how? These RBCs are produced inside the bone marrow. They do not replicate, right? And mature mammalian cell do not replicate. Why? Because they lack nucleus and organelles. And it is exception to the idea that cell divides to form new cells. Then comes sieve tube cells. They also have the same scenario as RBCs. They cannot divide to form new cells. They are produced in phloem tissues and they originate from meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are those tissues that are responsible for the growth of plant. And a time comes when these meristematic tissues differentiate to the sieve tube elements, and then the sieve tube cells are hence produced by the meristematic tissues. Sieve tube cells lack a nucleus, so they rely on companion cell to carry out genetic function and also the metabolic functions. Okay, and it is also exception to the idea that cells divide to form new cells. Then the next exception to the cell theory is bacteria or cyanobacteria. Bacteria and cyanobacteria are prokaryotes. They are not actually the exceptions to cell theory. They fully follow cell theory because they have cell as the basic structural and functional unit of them. They are made up of cell and they also divide, but they have a structural exception just because their structure is quite simpler than a typical cell, than a eukaryotic cell. Okay, so they lack membrane bounded organelles and also the membrane bounded nucleus, because prokaryote means before nucleus, which means that there is no true nucleus inside it, and the genetic material, that is DNA, it's just floating in the cytoplasm. Bacteria and cyanobacteria also lack histone protein, but they have histone-like protein. Okay, they divide by binary fusion instead of mitosis. Okay, so these are some structural exceptions in bacteria and cyanobacteria, and else they fully follow the cell theory. Then comes coenocytic hypha of fungus Rhizopus is multinucleate. This is something that is new. Coenocytic hypha are a type of fungal hypha. And what are hypha? These are the thread-like things that form the cross wall or septa in Rhizopus, right? So the coenocytic hypha of fungus Rhizopus lacks septa, that is dividing or cross wall. So their nuclei are spread inside in all of the cytoplasm, and cytoplasm of all of the cells are merged together. Why? Because they don't have the cross wall or the dividing wall or septa, so they can exist separately. Here is the septate hypha and it is coenocytic hypha. Just look into the pictures. Septate hypha, in this type of hypha, all of the cells are separated from each other, while in the coenocytic hypha, there is no separation between the cells, right? So all of the cytoplasm of all of the cells are merged with each other and the nuclei are floating in them. So this is the exception to cell theory, the coenocytic hypha of fungus Rhizopus. The next exception to cell theory is cells of Alga Vaucheria. These are also multinucleate, right? Here is the picture you can observe, Alga Vaucheria. Here in this picture you can see that all of the nuclei are floating in the cytoplasm and there is no dividing cell between them again. Cells of Alga Vaucheria lacks cross wall or septa and they contain multiple nuclei within a continuous cytoplasm. They have the same case as the coenocytic hypha of fungus Rhizopus. Then comes protozoans. Protozoans are also an exception to cell theory. They are not cellular. Their body is not divided into cells. This is it for today. I hope you understand the lecture. In the next lecture, we will study what is microscopy and its related terms.